Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and we now got issue 109 of Eagle Moss's Build the Delorean. Look in this issue, we've got like wires and stuff which are going on top of the vehicle, as you can see here, all laid out. We've got a long wire here, some two like rigid ones like we had on the side, some multicoloured ones, some ends, AP screws. Look at that, it's the dreaded screw. Hopefully they're not like glass. We don't want them like glass. Let's show you what we got to do. We're basically working on this top section of the vehicle, as you can see here. We're just going to be preparing these wires up and plugging them into the back section of the trunk, the boot area, I suppose, the engine bay area. So they're both going to go in, and then we're just going to put the little bit over the top here, which looks like this. And then that's going to be mounted in. Remember, my one's going to have a little light going underneath that. I'm leaving that because I think that looks pretty cool. That's all we've got to do in this. But look at the excitement. Oh my God, in the next issue, talk about completely random, we're going to get the spare tyre and windscreen wipers. There seems to be no rhyme or reason in the order things happen here. See, I thought now we've done that, we're going to be working on the top of the engine bay section and stuff. But no, we still got surprises. So you never know, that hood box might still come. Who knows? As a special. We'll have to see. I don't know. Let's get cracking on it because I'm babbling again. Okay, so steps 1 to 6. Basically, we've got these hard, rigid pipes here. And then we've got the coloured ones here. We've got a long one and a short one. All we're going to do is we're going to be tying this sort of round like we did the other one, using this black sort of wire here. So, let's get cracking on that. Now, we've got to do this with both of them. So, with the short one and the long one. So it's quite an easy thing to do, but I don't know if it's going to be nice to watch because it is a little bit boring. This reminds me of the old bin bags in the 80s when you used to have your bin bag wire to put them around. But as you can see, this is all I do. Just go down the thing here. I try not to use too much of this black wire because it can run out pretty quickly. But obviously, if you give yourself a bit more lead at the end, if you like, it's easier to tie it up. So, but you get the idea, and then just snip off the excess. Let's do that to this one, and then we're also going to do it with the other one as well, which is the shorter end here with that. So we're ready to put that on the car. I'm going to do that all in one go because, as you can see, I haven't got the car down yet. So, and that, if people have been asking, I weighed it yesterday, it's 8 kilograms. So if you want to do some exercise with that, 8 kilograms. Okay, let's show you what this looks like. So we'll tidy these wires up again afterwards when we've got these connected in, but that's what they look like when they're both completed. So now, 8 kilograms later, I'm going to bring the car down. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this shorter wire, attach it into the top here, and then it's going to be going into these holes down the bottom here. There's 4 holes, but it goes into the end one there, if you can see that. It's a bit black, so it's probably hard for you to see. Miss a hole and then the hole in. But look at the picture and you'll see how it goes. The way it goes is the black rigid plastic one just goes onto the end here. There is a little nodule hole to make sure you line it up properly. Just like that. And that's going to be secured in with an AP screw, so I'll get that in now. Very fiddly, this one. Okay, so that's screwed in there, no problems at all. With the coloured wire here, that just goes into the hole at the end there, and then you just line up these holes at the end. And that looks quite fiddly, so I'm going to be using my tweezers for this, just to get these put in. There we go, so that's the coloured wire in and the black rigid wire in. So now we're going to do the same the other side. We use the longer one this time, and these are going to be going into the vacant holes that we've got left on that section there. Once again, we put this into this point just like that, leaving a hole just here for the coloured wire. And once again, going to be screwed in with an AP screw. So let's get that in. Going to use my tweezers just to get these bits in here because these are very tricky. There we go, so that's the top bit in. Again, on the bottom bit here, look at the picture, but the coloured wire goes in the very end hole, which I'm just going to put the black wire in first, just like that. And then this coloured wire, which it's going to be hard to show you on camera, just goes into the last hole here. Now I took a close-up picture of that so you can see how that logs in, because here's a little bit confusing. Next thing we've got to do, we're going to be taking this part here, looking just like that. This part is actually metal. I didn't realise that. Actually metal. And all we're going to do is we've got two little bits to plug in. We've got this little black sort of grill thing here. That's going to go in one end, and the end that goes in is this end, just like that. I'm just going to see if it is directional. I believe it's probably going to be. It's got, if you have a look at the close-up of that, it's got like a blank section on the bottom there. If we're holding this up this way, the blank section on the bottom goes down. So when we push this in, and it does fit, I don't think this is going to need glue. It's going to look just like that when you put it in. Bear in mind, it doesn't go in all the way. Look, there's a gap. So don't try and force it, otherwise you're going to break it and have a bad time. Okay, that's how that looks. The next bit, we're going to be putting another end in. Now this bit is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter what way we put this one in. So we're just going to push this into the end there. Like that. And this is basically step 9B we're doing at the moment. And that end looks like that when it's in. That does go in all the way, as you can see. So it's only that bit there that's got a little bit of a sort of like gap in it. Once we've got that, we're just going to put the bracket on. The bracket just goes over the top here, exactly that way round, as you can see there, into these holes here. There's nothing, there is actually a little pin that can go in that hole there to line it up. It helps you line it up, so it's going to be there. But these are going to be held in with 2mm screws. God help us. Let's hope they don't break. Okay, as you can see, I've put 2mm screws in there, but I haven't tightened them up. I'm going to do this on camera because, you know, last time we did that, it broke. And I tell you now, they are very tight. So I'm going really slow. It's like the threads have been cut way too thin for these. But the screws are holding. Go easy on them, I'm telling you. I don't know if this is going to make a difference or not, but yeah, with the screws before, I don't want to take the risk. Actually, the one on this side is going in a lot easier than the one on the other side, so I've got a funny feeling some of the tapping out of these threads has been a little bit shady. There we go. So that's the first one in. It's got to tighten this one, and this is the one I'm worried about. We've got it. That one's in as well. Screws. When was the last time we had to use them? So that bit's that, and then all we've got to do is we've got to put this bit with the black section facing towards the front of the car, just over the top, just like that. And this is going to be secured in with AP screws. Thank God we ain't using the screws again. Okay, so let's get this one in. Here's the first one. Not happy with my screwdriver. I'm going to use a bigger screwdriver. That's better. That's one's in. And then we'll put the one in on the other side here. I think the cables were the ones that's made this one a bit tricky. But there we go. That's the top of the vehicle on. Looking just like that. What do you think? That's all we have to do in that issue. So as mentioned, in the next issue, we're going to be doing a tyre, which will take 5 seconds, and windscreen wipers. You know, I completely forgot about the windscreen wipers. And just looking at it, I think we're going to have to open the trunk up to put them in. So that should be fun. Anyway, listen, hope you like that video. What's going to happen is on Wednesday or Thursday, there's going to be another Arduino lesson. This time we're going to be doing our first sketch. Next Monday, we're going to be doing the issue 110 with the tyres. And on Thursday evening, we've got another live stream. So I hope you like that video. Take care.